So I should put my earbud in. Hopefully my microphone works on my YouTube feed. But I was going to do a review of the helmet. I did an unboxing, but I didn't do a review because I just got it. So um, I wanted to give it. I wanted time to look at it before I did a review. Let me see. Make sure I have everything turned on here. Yeah. So yeah. Hi guys. Make sure. Okay. So the sound is working. So that's good. Yeah. So this is the helmet. So I've had it for a while, and I put a link to it in the QR code. But it is so. After looking at it, I wanted to tell you what I thought. Um, you know, after spending some time with it, it's a very nice helmet. Um, now I like painting my own helmets, but if you're someone who just wants a helmet, um, I would definitely look into these. It's beautifully cast metal stock, which actually works. Which anyone that has a 3D printed one or anything knows that that's a nightmare. Um, so, um, paint job wise, it's good. I mean, I like the paint job. Um, the weathering's a little weird. I think my only gripe would be this weathering up front, which is minimal. I mean, it's just that, but it looks good. The colors are nice. It's actually showing more purple than it really is. This is darker. Um, I would say my biggest only complaint, which isn't a really big one, is the lens itself is not very dark. So if you're wearing it in a brightly lit place, they can see your face. An easy fix on that would just be buy some window tint film and slide in, because I don't think you'll get this lens out without wrecking the helmet. I can't. It's not. I can't get the light. Get LED in there. No, I can't. Because it's beautifully lined. Like it's so professionally nicely done. It has the sticker on it. But yeah, very nice helmet. I would hey Max, I would highly recommend, if you're not someone who likes to paint their own stuff, it is a very nice helmet, and it fits. Like I have, I'm not going to wear this for Zoe, but I have a fat head, and it fits. So, and again, it's soft inside. It has the adjustable. Comes with Velcro pads. Comes with 3 of them. Um, they just Velcro inside. And if you have any of the other like biker, like motocross ones, it'll Velcro in anywhere you want them. Um, I wish I had better light on the inside, but it's just not. That's kind of good for my TikTok people can see. I don't think for this camera I don't have proper lighting. Sorry. Um, this is a weird. I gotta go back and check pictures because that means I might have to paint that symbol on some of mine. This fence. All right. I never realized they were open. So, but again, it's nice. It's very sturdy. Um, a lot of the cast helmets, when you squeeze the Mandalorian style cheeks, it pops the lens out. This thing is not budging. So whatever they made it from, and it's not heavy like to wear. Um, well, did you, Max? Yeah, yeah. I again this. I waited. I ordered the the Gin Urso costume for my daughter when it became available, like what, 4 or 5 years ago, and it did not. Um, it never came about. So uh, if you had I'm looking at my. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, it started. Um, it did not. They never made a costume, and then the new company took over, and they, if you have a order number of something you didn't get from a Novos, they'll honor it. But yeah, the helmet's nicely weathered, like the especially here. Like this is really, it's nice because they got the silver coming through. Uh, Everything is beautifully done. Again, this weathering, I don't know how I feel about that, but besides that, the helmet's nice. I like this darkened gray. I have to go back and check some pictures of season 2. But as a buy helmet that doesn't need any work, I would recommend this. If you're doing a season 2 Sabine though, and you want this helmet, I would buy the helmet before you paint the armor, so you can match up the paint, so you can match the paint colors. Howdy. I don't know if my YouTube feed's coming through, but the let me see. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, is there any questions on anyone watching about this helmet? The site. Let me see. I have the site. Let me see if I can. I can't share it with you guys on TikTok. Sorry, but if you jump over to my YouTube, Facebook, or whatever others, you can see it. But here's. Oops. Yeah, there it is right there. So there's the. If you jump over to my. There it is. $600. It's pre-order, so I don't know how I got one. Let me see what the details on it. Should be available the second quarter of April and June, which is now. So maybe they just didn't update their website. But again, if you're looking for even a display piece, it's a beautiful display piece. And honestly, the Bo-Katan helmet that they make looks, if it's anything even close to this, then it's worth it. So I'll put it up there with my other Sabine helmets. Yeah, I'd love to see the Captain Rex helmet. Yeah, so yeah, so that's why it's a good helmet. It's on the, so it's $600. They're usually running some kind of special, so usually the special will knock out your tax and shipping and stuff like that in one way, shape, or form. Your only other option is to get a cast helmet or a 3D printed helmet. My top shelf here, they are my, you guys can't see them because of the mic, but my top shelf there are enemy props, letter N, and then the letter N, and then E. That's my favorite helmets. And they come raw cast and they're beautiful. You know, if you want to paint one. These two Sabines are my first two Sabines. Not a very good helmet, but at the time it was the only company making Sabine helmets. So, but if I don't know if there's any questions, I'm just watching make sure my other stuff is working. But yeah, I'd love to see the Rex helmet, Max. I was trying to look here on the website. see which Rex helmet they have. Is it a Novos Rex helmet? Or is it, I mean, is it Denuo's? Because I don't see, they don't make it anymore, I guess. But yeah, so I that's the review of the new Sabine helmet. Again, if you're I mean, I didn't get it for free. I paid for it, so that's my honest review. Um, but it's a good helmet if you're a costumer starting out and you just don't want to mess with the helmet. It's a good one. If you're just a collector that wants one on the shelf, it's a good one. Again, my only recommendation, my only minor thing that I didn't like was the lens is a little thin, a little light. So you could just go to an automotive store and get a roll of the darker tint and just stick it inside. So when if you're wearing it out in the bright sun, that would be my advice. I would not mess with the inside of the lens or anything like that. I mean, yeah, I would definitely not. But paint job's beautiful. I like the weathering. Again, I like this gray they used. I use a similar type gray on this one too. Um, on both of these two actually, it's a type of gray. I just sprayed over top a different color gray to give it that multiple. But it is that helmet is a like that helmet fits me. Um, Boba Fett kind of fits me. It's tight, but the Hasbro the Black Series Din Djarin won't fit my head. So, um, but any questions? Sorry, we didn't do a show last night. We just had some technical difficulties. So I thought I'd go in here and check this. So hopefully the people on the stream can hear me. I just had to fix some stuff. So, hi Larry, thanks for joining. I just got done reviewing the helmet. If anyone has any questions on it, I don't. It's I don't know. It's the company that took over Anovos does a wonderful job. Yeah, and thanks for the likes. I know it's like a short, weird show, but thank you for the likes. I'm gonna try to do more. I have a bunch of work I have to do this next couple weeks, so I'm gonna try to do some lives with building some armor and stuff. And John Ken and I'll be back Wednesday. I just messed up. It was pretty much my fault we didn't have it, but I think yeah. If there's any questions about the Sabine helmet, let me know. I'm trying to see. Sometimes the chats don't blow through like they're supposed to, and I just want to make sure. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, there we go. All right. Thank you for joining. Thanks again for the likes. Well, and the other thing with that helmet, besides it came with this little thing. So again, that's just a cool display. Just added. I have the Anovos TK armor, which I have to break break open and start putting together as well. Um, howdy, all that are joining on TikTok. If you have any questions, I just did a quick review of the new Sabine helmet, and it's available at Denuo Nova. It's spelled DENUONOVO.com. They say you have to pre-order them, but they say they're shipping now, so I got mine. So unless they sold out, but it's season 2, so it is slightly different, and I don't know if that is exactly like the live action that's coming out. I haven't seen a full picture of the live action, because the helmets I have up top here, the enemy props, they're based on animated, so they might be slightly different. All right. Hey, Larry. Questions, comments? Again, I don't know if it says my comments are working, but you know how that works. Those that have watched our other feeds realize that they don't always work. Hey, James. Yeah. So it looks like my feeds are working. I don't know. But join me, John and Ken, next Wednesday night. We still didn't talk. Ken and I still didn't talk about our panel we did in Philly. So, but we'll get to talk about that some Wednesday coming up. So, but again, and I have Sabine Season 1 armor. I'm actually gonna make a set of armor to match this color scheme, because my Season 2 here is my purple's a little lighter than their purple. So everything else is, well, my maroon, my cheeks. Yeah, my cheeks are slightly different too, but I'll figure all that out. All right. There's no questions. I'm gonna roll. What? One last shot of the helmet, and then I'll go. Again, it's a beautiful helmet. I mean, so my phone has a much better picture of it than my camera on my computer. And there's some wear and scuffing. Again, this one's a little odd, but it's still good. It's, and I wonder if they're all slightly different, like, because that looks like that might be hard to replicate, but I don't know, because it's not painted on; it's actually scratched through. But again, I have to check this line, but it looks good. At the very least, I have a nice painting guide to when I paint mine. I have to do a Season 4. It gives me a good paint guide. And again, the guys on TikTok land can see the inside very nicely, but it's very nice, and it has especially if you're a collector. I know the fan-made helmets are nice and they can look as good as these, but if you're a diehard collector and you want a Lucasfilm item, this is definitely the way to go. And again, this is really, I assume it's a fiberglass resin, or I don't know. It's not overly thick, but it's very strong. I mean, I'm not going to drop it. And then the metal stalk is nice, because on my 2 old ones that I first got, the stalks are just solid resin and they just bent over time. So, all right. All right, guys. Well, if there's anyone, I got 3 people on. So if you have questions about this before I sign off, but again, this is the Denuo Novo Sabine helmet. It's listed. The QR code should take you to it. That's up in my window. But it's worth it. I mean, again, if you're going to do a costume, I would highly recommend. This would be a good one if you're just someone that doesn't really want to paint helmets. But if you're going to use this one, I would not paint your armor until you get the helmet, so you can match the colors. Um, for someone who's painted a bunch of Sabines, the colors are always a pain to figure out. So, but all right, I am going to take off, and I appreciate all those that popped in. Hi, Marvel fan. Um, all right, let's. You guys have a nice night. Remember Wednesday nights, Inflatable Falcon. Except this last Wednesday, I forgot. Didn't forget. I made some poor judgment calls that made it impossible for us to get together. So, all right, later.